When is National Patriots Day? Well, are you ready to answer this question? Do you have any hesitations as to the date? Do you perhaps need any prompts given from our side to reply properly? Unfortunately, the most part of contemporary men and women has never heard about the existence of the occasion in the modern calendar. In vain. We find this situation to be an unfair one, and this is the main reason why we are going to represent this holiday today. History. Actually, it is impossible to answer the question what day Happy Patriots Day is without mentioning the historical background of the event. Frankly speaking, the history of this holiday occurred not to be long as we had expected before. First of all, we want to mention that it is an official public holiday, which was initially celebrated in 3 American states: Massachusetts, Wisconsin and Maine. It is not as simple as it may seem at the first sight. It is dedicated to the special anniversary. Many years ago there were some essential battles in the life of the USA. They happened in 2 places: Lexington and Concord. In accordance with some historians' points of view, they could be called the first battles, in 1175, of the whole American Independence War. At the very beginning, the holiday was celebrated on April 19. However, in the course of time the date has changed the day of its celebration several times. At first it started in 2 states, represented by Massachusetts and Maine. Frankly speaking, they were the part of the same territory, united under the name of Massachusetts. In 1969 the local government made an important decision to hold it on the 3rd Monday of April. However, nowadays the contemporary men and women prefer to celebrate the Patriots' Day on September 11th every year. The date was chosen not occasionally, of course. It was done in order to commemorate those who lost the lives in the famous tragedy happened this day in 2001. Meaning. What does Happy Patriots Day mean? Frankly speaking, this question can be answered by nobody but of you. Why? You see, today we are living in the 21st century, and it simultaneously means that every person is free to decide which holidays are essential for him or for her and which ones can be forgotten without any hesitations and regrets. Do you agree with us? If your reply is positive, then you understand that we can't even predict whether you would like to celebrate this occasion or not. All in all, this special occasion is considered to be a Memorial Day in public schools in Wisconsin and many other corners of the USA. To tell you the truth, nowadays every territory has slightly different traditions of its celebration. For example, in Florida, the law regulations also wants locals to keep Patriot Day, although it is not considered a public holiday. It sounds a bit amazing, but it's true. Definition. The question, when is International Patriots Day, need the representation of the more detailed history description. As it's been already mentioned above, it was first established by the authorities. It was in 1894 and its honorable initiator was Governor Frederick T. Greengelge, who decided to replace Fast Day. Since that very moment it became a public, or bank, holiday. It was created and then started on April 19, in honor of the fight, which took place in 1775. Actually, it combined the previously existing city holidays of Lexington and Concord. The special occasion also marked the very first severe battle during the war. The 1861 uprising in Baltimore, during which some people were killed and injured. This double celebration, Greenwell announced as the memory of the special date devoted to the so-called appearance of freedom and unity. In 1938 the Massachusetts legislature adopted a bill establishing an occasion in memory of the first military events of the Revolution. After that the state of Maine followed the example, and as a result in 1907 the local authorities replaced the fast on it. Traditions. As you perhaps understand, when is Patriots Day, calendar will surely remind you. Actually, it isn't a problem to be involved for those who really want to be a part of the celebration. However, you should be careful with the dates, as there are still many people, mostly those who live in Massachusetts and Maine, who have had 2 special occasions with the same name. One of them is held in April, another is in September. In April, the well-known Boston Marathon is held annually. This is an explanation why sometimes this event is called the Monday Marathon. This is not everything, of course. On holiday, the Boston Red Sox has been playing at the local park since 1959. Unfortunately, sometimes, to be exactly, in 1959, 1961, 1965, 1967 and 1984 the long-expected games were cancelled due to different reasons. Beginning from 1968, the games have been started at about 11 a.m. It was done in order to give the locals the possibility to take part in two main events of the occasion, the match and the running. However, starting in 2007, the running began in the period of 9 and 10 o'clock in the morning, as a result of which the participants ran Kenmore to game. Are you going to participate? If yes, we recommend you to ask the nearest administration or local authorities. They will clarify you the set of special activities. You may also devote this date to investigation and discovery something new. You see, now there is a great amount of various documentaries, internet articles and periodicals, devoted to this direction. The only thing you have to do is to find something to your personal taste. National Patriots Day Facts. In order to explain the question, what is the date of Patriots Day, in a complete and proper way, we would like to give you the definition of people, both men and women, who are going to be called the modern patriots. In general, the well-known in the contemporary society world patriotism has a Greek origin. In accordance with the specialists' points of view, initially it was pronounced like patria, which could be literally translated into English like fatherland. The concept of patriotism itself arose much in the era of Greek town appearance and development. Some people would be amazed or even astonished. The strange thing is that it is unclear why the concept did not exist before. The phenomenon seems to be as ancient as the human race itself. The matter is that it happened because it was not necessary actually. Before the representation of it by Greeks, this idea was tied to other symbols, usually of their god or king, which were considered to be the official incarnation of a deity. Later, when the religion started to lose its influence on public life of ordinary people, the necessity of this concept appears and a sense of community with other participants of the same tribe, or people who spoke the same dialect or language required. In the modern world, patriotism is thought to be a moral conviction, which is based mostly on love for definite, usually native country, its traditions, history and cultural values. Of course, under these conditions it is desirable to be a citizen of the state, as well as a native speaker of the language. Certainly the strong desire to protect the interests of the people, often sacrificing the own ones, is considered to be an inseparable part of this concept. Thank you for watching. Put your finger up and subscribe to our channel.